Hey, buddy. Hey, girl.
Hey, girl.
What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening.
Oh, man. It's Friday night. Always got a blade in my hand.
You're all
Ben Roy. I didn't want Ben Roy to be capitalizing on the knife thing.
right.
Because you know your boy KK Blades has been around. KK Blades has been ready for it.
It's too bad. Well, I should say you were already a character on that show, but like that would be a perfect, if you were not on Those Who Can't, that's a guy who comes to high schools to teach kids about the dangers of blades and keeps cutting stuff in the demonstration.
Knife safety. People underestimate the importance of knife safety.
Like that cop who shot himself by accident in the classroom.
How did it even get to that point?
Yeah, it's so bad.
Of just was it a kid's classroom, or was he like a police, like training other policemen?
No, it was a kid's classroom. And he was like, okay, you got to get gun safety. Now this right here, it's a Glock 19. Go. Oh, okay. One of those. Just bad.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've nicked my fingers a couple times dicking around.
Of course.
Shit gonna happen when you're playing. Shit
That's
gonna
true.
happen. What's up with you, man? What's up, girl?
Girl, just hanging out. Kids in the old mummy swaddler right now.
Yeah.
The old motorized Quiet Riot mental health straitjacket.
Should paint the nursery like Tutankhamun's tomb, so the mummy just to go. I mean, you're really relying on one detail of childcare.
I hate that I have to like light a candle and shine it over the eye of Osiris, and then that shines onto another thing and that's the only way to turn the lights on in the room. Middle of the night, tired, had a couple glasses of wine. I don't want to I should can we just have a switch?
Half the time she's a pile of dust. She's turned into spirits and she's on the other side of the river or whatever in the afterlife.
She has to coagulate and build herself. Right.
What are you, a phoenix, a pharaoh? What's going on? I don't know what's going on with this kid.
Where are you right now?
I'm in LA. I'm back. Did I record from LA last week? I did.
You did. Okay. So yes. So you have it. You you can't go back.
No, we're in the midst of this stuff. Yeah. Oh, I'll start with a bitch, please, right away.
Hit me.
Tell me, okay, when you've moved in apartments, have you ever looked at an apartment? Has a landlord ever let you look at an apartment and somebody's living in still?
I want to say yes, but it's rare.
Have you ever let your landlord bring somebody in to look at your place when you told them you were moving out?
No.
Because that's what they're like, well, we'd love to get people in there to see it. And it's like, all right, that's already like, we're living here. And it's a fucking pandemic. And you want to let strangers come in.
No way.
And I like my landlord. Like, I'm trying to do right by him. But they're like getting real pushy. I was like, what about the time when we move out and then you fix stuff? Like my landlord really thinks that we're going to leave September 30th and new people are going to move in October 1st.
Sure.
Like, you're not going to touch shit in this place.
Right.
You're going to wipe everything down with a rag.
Yeah.
And let people move in. But then the real estate agent was getting pushy. And they're like, all right. So they're asking like, well, we got all these applicants. Can we get more time? I'm like, no, you can't. I'm giving you 2 hours tomorrow.
Yeah.
And that's it. And I'm like, and like, it's already bad enough that it's a pandemic. And I need you to make sure you're taking precautions with like how people are coming in here. And they're already I'm like, also, it's a mess. There's boxes everywhere. And this is where I almost lost it. Like, well, just make sure it's as presentable as you can make it. And I was like, bitch, I'm doing you a favor. You want presentable? Yep. Then show it October 1st when we don't live here anymore. Uh-huh. Other than that, I'm gonna not even flush the toilet tomorrow now.
Yeah. See, he doesn't know that. Like, that's where he fucked up right there with you, because you already letting him. He should have just he should have just gone, all right, blackjack. I got 15. I should just stay. I should just stay.
Yeah.
He was like, hit me. And the guy gave him like a 7. Like he just screwed himself, because now you're going to leave like fake body parts out, and you're going to leave. Like,
oh, dude, I'm going to be sitting here just Al Bundy, hand down the pants. Yeah. Farting, talking about the ants and the roaches.
You're gonna leave a shattered bong with water all over the living room. Like, that just happened. I'm sorry.
But like, how ridiculous is that though? To be like, just make sure it's presentable. You're gonna open that front door to my fully pulled apart ass cheeks if you have one more request from me in the middle of trying to move and live my life. Make this shit presentable.
I'm obsessed with the moments where people just pushed it just a little too far.
Just white linen
like,
pants. White linen pants. You are getting spring break dick out of me. That's what you're getting. Wet t-shirt, spring break dick. Without an explanation, just wet white linen pants. No underwear.
You're going to be masturbating with your Speedo pulled to the side, like not even off. Like as they walk in.
I got a knot in it.
Hey guys,
I got a knot.
Was that you knocking? I thought that was a woodpecker or something. Sorry.
Shit, noon already? High noon. You know what I'm talking about? But okay, I think I'm within my rights to be like, excuse me.
Right.
I'm doing you a favor. Also, Rachel made it all nice, wiped everything, and took really good pictures of it. I don't think I've ever seen an apartment that somebody was still living in.
I mean, I think I have, but it was like back when I was living in shitty places where, wherever I was moving, probably this person couldn't cover the rent and was just like, look, just get out of here for like a day, because it was like, I remember being in an apartment being like, the size is okay, but you better clean the shit out of this because this is people's stuff. But I think it only happened like once.
Yeah, this guy thinks he's going to have a 24-hour turnaround of prepping up an apartment for a new tenant. It's like, no, man, take the 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. Rent it out on the 15th. Oh, sorry. Jake's getting mad at me. He said the sound of me flicking the knife is too much. Sorry, bro.
But Jake, it's so badass. Kyle, just sharpen it.
He's too peaceful of a man to recognize badassery.
Well, he's just having flashbacks to his Mando days. Oh, that's true. I'm not supposed to talk about that.
Oh yeah, we can't talk. We can't let him know that he was
a violent secret past.
Just mercenary for hire. Isn't that what a mercenary is anyway? I'm a mercenary. I'm a charitable mercenary. For hire.
I'm a volunteer mercenary. I just show up.
You guys are getting paid for this? Shit.
You need some action.
I've just been murdering villagers for S&Gs, man.
Have you ever wanted to just do the Wayne Grow line from Heat? Just go to a shitty bar and be like, I'm cowboy looking for anything heavy. And just see if the bartender said like.
I do. I say that, but only at Chuck E. Cheese. See what games they recommend.
Margaritaville. I am cowboy looking for anything heavy.
I say that under my breath at skee ball or just whatever little kid. For anything heavy, man. Any action.
I get all my heist work from Islands Burgers and Drinks. I go there.
Hey, Islands was pretty good, man. I liked Islands.
Islands is great.
I haven't been a long time, but I liked Islands.
Well, the name. Everyone likes being on an island. Who doesn't like burgers and drinks?
Islands could just be called, hey, Jimmy Buffett, go fuck yourself.
Oh, I would invest in the company if they did. If they took on Big Buffett.
Eat my shit, Buffett. We're called Islands. Which one? All of them.
Fuck off.
You sail your little boat back to Margaritaville. The rest of these islands are ours.
And there's just like their ads just it's almost like those old paintings where there's just like a giant mountain or a vista of hills, and then down below there's like a small group of people, and you're like, what are they doing? It's like that, but it's like a Hawaiian island to the giant volcano, and then on the beach you can see Margaritaville attired Jimmy Buffett in a boat, like he just came, and there's just indigenous tribes people just stabbing the shit out of it, like just arrows flying, like his band just getting lanced with just the arrows, and just like
this is like Hawaiian, stepping on 1,000 pop tops. Ow!
Those Hawaiian clubs with like the stones around the side, just beating his head in. Oh God. I hope.
I like that Jimmy Buffett's reputation is that he's a total jagoff.
Oh, I love it. I love it because he has one fucking hit.
Well, he's got
Tommy Two-Tone works in like software programming in Portland, Oregon. 8675309 hits way harder than Margaritaville.
Like, he has Cheeseburger in Paradise.
I guess that's true, but he had one like big one, I guess.
Yeah.
My point. Anyway, he's like richer than Ronald McDonald. It's just his
the clown.
Yeah, the same. Not the Scottish gangster, who's little known. Oop, I keep saying stuff I'm not supposed to share.
What's happened to you this week? How's your youth?
She's great. She's great. She's amazing, and it's funny. I got a haircut today, and I was telling my guy that it's kind of like, it's exactly the opposite of like when a stranger is like, "Hey, hold my kid." You know, when you hold a stranger's kid, and you're like, "Oh, this is cool, but can you take this fucking kid back, please?"
Yeah.
You know, with your kid, you're just like, "Hey, you wanna hold her all the time," to the point where I'm just like, am I being annoying that I just want to, you know, like my mom, when she was here, she talked to Rose all the time. She's supposed to just keep talking. So now I try to like narrate, just talk, just so the kid gets used to language. But it's just like, I kind of just want to sit here and stare at you. Is that cool? You know?
Do we have any results for this new method of parenting? Any positive results?
What do you mean?
Just like all the new parenting that's been done, because then it's like 22-year-olds now are just showing their buttholes on TikTok. So right. I don't know, like, if any of this method has been productive.
Yeah, I mean, I think Kara and I basically are just taking on the best aspects of both of our parents in terms of just like you know, if the baby starts crying, it's like, don't just run in there right away, like, oh no.
Yeah.
And then she gets stressed out. You know, it's kind of like, just if she starts crying, I mean, the amount of times I've been like, what the fuck? What's wrong? Jesus, take it easy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she kind of like livens up a little. It's just
cup of water in the face.
Right. Yeah, cup of water in the face. No,
life's tough.
We just gave her oh shit, she's waking up. We just gave her a bath today, and it was like, baths go from "Why are you drowning me?" even though she's not in the water, to "Oh, okay, this is cool." Like, it's half just shrieking and then just, "Oh, this is pretty sweet." Like,
is it in the sink? Do you use the sprayer? I don't know how. I would not know.
We have this big padded flower you can throw in the sink. We haven't used that yet. We have this kind of, it's almost like a plastic Barca lounger that yeah, you're right. Sorry, babe. Yeah, we have used the flower once, but since then we've abandoned it for this kind of like solid plastic chair that basically goes in the tub. And you don't fill up the tub. You just fill up the little tub around the chair, and you just take a cup and kind of dump the water on her while she's in this plastic thing. So,
like an Egyptian princess.
Like an Egyptian princess. Yeah.
Yes.
Back to what you were saying. Exactly. Yes. Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, holding babies and stuff. I just don't like, their heads can fall off and shit. I don't know. Right. Like, there's soft bits still.
Sure. She's crazy strong though. Like, she's an exceptionally strong baby. Like, I'll put her, you know, on her stomach and she'll flip herself over, which at her age is bananas. She just has this weird tensile strength. I think she's going to fight crime.
That's good. Let's hope it's a force for good. That's on you.
I know.
That's on you if it's going to be a force for good or a true villain.
It's true. But yeah, she's great, man. I wake up, you know, Karen and I wake up like twice a night. Feed her, clean her, put her back to bed, strap her back into the electric mummy,
rivet her back down.
I've told you about the snoo, right? The sleep sack thing where she velcros down.
Yeah, the straight jacket.
Straight jacket, exactly.
Yeah. They still use those on people?
They have to, right? Yeah, Carol with authority, 100%.
Well, what's like versus handcuffs? Why is the straight jacket that much?
You can hurt yourself. A straight jacket, you can't really hurt yourself.
I don't know, man. Your head's free.
That's true. You hurt yourself less. Okay.
I was gonna say I've been drunk enough where my arms never got out in front of me on a few of those falls.
Sure. Straight down.
Took a couple bangers, yeah. Oh man. Well, I'm glad you got the child is safely wrapped up in,
Sure.
in constraints.
Yeah.
Constraints.
It's for the best. We've been lately when she takes naps, we take one arm out, which is hilarious because soothes her a little bit. So but she'll still have her hand against the wall, like this closed fist that's just going up and down the inside of the crib. And it just looks like she's rocking out as the thing moves her. It's pretty awesome. No, and wait till David's on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, we got special surprise
for our happy hour guests. What my wife was talking about is Sam J, comedian Sam J, former guest on Hey Girl, and her girlfriend Yaya commissioned a painting that they sent to us that is glorious. So I'm gonna wait till David's on, and I'll take this into the nursery and I'll show everybody. But yeah, I was gonna add another bitch please since we're getting into those things. I've been trying to get rid of a lot of items. I've been using OfferUp. Okay.
I've used OfferUp.
Oh, when you just take a picture? Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's like simplified Craigslist.
Yeah.
But oh man, I wonder if this
is that what you posted?
Yeah.
That made me howl laughing.
Yeah, motherfuckers trying to lowball me. I'm not in this for the money. I'm in this for the love of the game. So you're not gonna get me.
What was it? You're like the guy.
I was selling a guitar.
It was $500. Anyway, tell the story.
I was selling it for, I think it was like an amp and a guitar combo. And whatever the price was, like if it was $500, like there's like preloaded responses where you can be like, hello, is this still available? You can pick those preloaded responses.
Right.
But this guy forewent all that and just went 400 on Thursday. Not a hello, not a how are you, just 400 on Thursday. And it was 450. I was asking 450. He's like, just right away. I'm like, or 450, and whenever you want. How about that? How about the price that I ask, where it's listed as firm,
sure,
and whenever you want to pick it up, or like 420 on Thursday. And I was like, how about 500?
Yeah,
I don't fuck around, man.
That's why I thought it was 500.
Yeah. I'll drive my own prices up. I'll ruin the market to spite myself just because it makes me feel better.
That just made me laugh so hard.
I don't know. Maybe I got to worry about this vindictive, this petty vindication I enjoy.
But I think there's something to have a little bit of Larry David to yourself. I do too, where I'm just like, all right, then you know what? I'm gonna blow up the whole boat because you said that thing. Like not that bad, but there's time. People
they really think like they're winning you over. I got bike wheels on it for $200. Guy's like $100 and I'll pick it up. I'm like, bitch, it says pickup. That's why it's for local pickup, meaning you pick it up. That's what it says in the ad. Firm means take your price, cram it up your ass. Local pickup means yes, you're coming to get it.
I didn't
offer me favors that exist.
I didn't read your whole listing. So
yeah,
100.
Also, I'll pick it up. Thanks. Dave Stone was telling me he was selling like a Vitamix on Craigslist, and it's like these, like the expensive kind of $700. And he said it was like he was going for like $75. It was a good deal. And somebody's like, "Okay, well, will you bring it to me?" He's like, "I guess. Where do you live?" It's like San Diego. You want me to deliver? You want me to deliver a blender to San Diego? Drive 3 hours. Get you a blender.
When you cut cost of gas out of there, you're selling it for $35.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Add another $200 on it then, delivery charge.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, that I mean, I get that economy is built around some haggling and this and that, and I've used it to buy stuff.
Yeah.
And you do it, but I love being a villain on that.
Yeah. Well, if you can't, like, if it doesn't matter to you, it's like, and look, if this guy was like, hey, is it still available? And it was like, hey, what if I give you, you'd be like, sorry, no haggling,
It's the turn signal principle. Everybody's jammed bumper to bumper traffic. Somebody wants to get in your lane. It's not going to matter one lick of difference.
No.
If they put their turn signal on, all right, man, get in there. It doesn't matter shit. But if somebody just kind of cuts you off, you're like, hey, fuck this guy for the rest of rush hour. Whatever move he tries to make, if I can prevent it from happening, I will do that. And it's the same idea of like this, oh man, I'm going to give you an offer you can't refuse. I could refuse all the offers.
Oh,
yeah. It's not insulin. I'm not price gouging.
No,
you know,
I will tell you my my favorite, meaning most despised guy, one of them, when I was a waiter, who was like, he's like say this is the menu. He goes, it's with a lady. He's like, okay, what if I got some pasta, right? Some linguine, you know, maybe a couple shrimp, some chicken in there, spice it up, have the chef do something. What would that cost me? And this is me. Same as this. Come on. Okay, what if I take off the shrimp? I'm like,
sir, this is an island. And we don't have linguine.
Yeah, this is Arby's. His lady or date or whatever was like, it's fine. I don't care. I just want to be out. Like she was like basically like, I'll pay. Stop it. And he goes, and this is a quote. He looks at her and goes, no. This is me. Okay. So what? I'm just like, this is you. You're a piece of annoying shit. You're haggling like you're buying fucking trinkets in a vacation area. You asshole.
I would have just
like he thinks it's adorable that he haggles over menu items to get a better deal. And the whole thing is like, dude, I live on tips. You're gonna haggle yourself out of a good tip no matter what I do. You're gonna be like his attitude or his
there
face.
Are so few people that can get away with the I know I'm charming, watch this, and then they are actively charming in the real world. There is a sliver of the people who think they're that way are actually that way. And then it's just this big slice of Jagoff cheesecake that's out there like, people love me, I'm a fun guy. Everybody tolerates you, you're an asshole.
Only Matthew Broderick, America's nice guy, could have played Ferris Bueller. And even watching that now as an adult, you're like, what a twat you are. You know? Like, you're such an asshole to your best friend. And it's that thing where it's that stretches believability as much as a superhero movie for me. That everyone in high school loves him. And he's just the most selfish prick.
Did you ever have like revenge as a waiter? Did you ever do anything however petty, even like licking a spoon or anything?
No.
Really?
Never spit in food. Never brought him something shitty.
Attitude, anything?
No.
Think about it. I'm going to read these donations. We already got donations coming in, which is awesome. A Snip Ticker, $10. Swayze Meteor, 24. Anxious Pangolin, 10. No Coin, 25. Zip the Chim, 20. Colin Brayton, CBKS, you betcha, $10. Brandy723, $20 with a hey girl. Thank you, everybody. We already got a chunk of change. And we got our guest coming in now?
Oh shit. Yeah. Is he?
Because then I want to ask him as well if he got any revenge.
Okay. Great.
Well, it's I know him as the guy who stole my job as the voice of Comedy Central. Not at all. It was honestly, I was happy that it went to you. I'm glad somebody cool got the job.
I was happy too. That was a cool jump, especially because I auditioned when you got it, and then they just didn't audition anyone. I think they just like thought it like, but you guys both have such very unique voices, so it's perfect. So anyway, let's bring him on.
We better hear his voice. Everybody give it up for David Gborie.
What's up, man?
What's up, dude?
I just wanted to ruin the voice mistake that you created. What if this is just like what it was from now on?
That's what happened, man. You're like Jennifer Grey, and she got the nose job, and then nobody could recognize her, and she didn't get any more work.
I get that a lot.
The thing I thought of was the amount of actors that had to exist in like the 30s and 40s who were like on screen, like having fist fights, and then just like, and don't come back to Dodge City. But was that okay? I just felt like I didn't. I don't know. I don't like this cowboy shit. Like amazing actors, but just like. Super
Have you never met somebody who did stand up like that though before?
Well, Jake reminded us we didn't Hey Girl first. Sorry, Hey Girl. We got
shit,
Hey
my
Girl.
bad.
Oh, Hey Girl. I don't have
Hey
it.
Girl.
It's all right.
I'm
all
sitting
right.
in a chair.
I've met
Hey Girl.
comics that are just like
I've met comics who do your voice, Kyle.
I've ruined a lot of comedy scenes with, and I've apologized in the past for what I've done to the stand-up landscape over the past 10 years.
It's just a lot of guys like, oh, and then I put the duppa in the duppa, and then you talk to them, and they're like, actually, I'm from Raleigh.
Yeah, well, sorry about that.
That's okay. That's pretty tight, man.
Not your fault.
Did you ever work in the service industry, David?
I used to do bus dishes at an old folks home and do trays. Does that count?
Well, but so you weren't like face to face with paying customer types.
No, I never had a job in a restaurant. I'm not a face.
I couldn't have handled it either. I was asking Braunger if he ever like took out any revenge on shitty. I don't think I could maintain. I fall apart if people heckle me and they're dickheads about it at a show. I'll ruin the show. I'll be like, fuck you. I'm in a bad mood and it's your fault. And everybody in here blame this person. I'm walking off stage. Like,
man.
I'm not professional.
If comedy was for tips, I'd be done.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've gotten out of this business a long time ago.
I mean, I near the end in Chicago where I was just like beyond the end of my rope and I needed to leave, and get out of that job. I was bartending like during the day, and I had to cut this dude off who like sold insurance and just kept talking about insurance to everyone that sat near him. And of course they'd be like, "What insurance?" And he'd be like, "You need us more than we need you." And it's like, "Oh God, sir." And I finally was like, I'm like,
what a thing to say while drooling on your tie.
While he's drinking at noon.
Yeah.
It was about 2 or 3. My shift was this close to being over. And I almost got fired because he was like, I was like, "Hey man, I think we're done. I can't give you any more." And he goes, "Why don't you fuck yourself?" And I just snapped, went, "Your fucking motherfucker." Like, yeah. It was that thing where like I went as bad as you can go. I went for his family. Yeah. Not cool. But like,
if I was there, that would endear you to me. I'd be like, this guy, I was only going to tip $1 per drink, but now it's fucking 2. This dude?
Matt Dwyer, bartending at Bar 107, was one of the most blatant examples of treating every customer like absolute dog shit. And some people got it and loved it. But there was like, I remember there's the one guy, he's like pouring shots and the shot glasses had the lines on them and he poured them to the lines. And the guy was like, "Oh, come on, man." He's like, oh, you want more? And he just took the bottle of Jack Daniels and poured it into the shot and just kept pouring. So it was spilling out onto the bar. And then the guy was like, "Hey, not cool." He's like, "Is that good? That's good?" And then he put the bottle away upside down. He turned around while still pouring Jack Daniels all over his own shit.
That's worth it.
Put it away. The guy's like, "Hey, man."
That's what you need. You need a kamikaze, dude. You need a guy who's gonna fucking kill himself.
That's because the person sitting next to that guy is gonna tip real well for that.
Oh, dude,
this guy was
buy the fucking bottle.
I worked with a guy named Wes, whose girlfriend of 9 years dumped him, and he became the funniest person I knew in my life. And at this point, I knew Kyle, fucking Pat Bryce. I knew, all the funny people from Chicago, and because he just would say insane shit to customers' faces, and sometimes they'd laugh, and other times he brought out like nachos and just like 2 plates because one's really hot, and like this high just dropped them, whoosh, like boom, so loud, and he went, "Steaming hot snatchos," and walked away.
Man, you know what's fucked up is you could put me in like a room with a typewriter for 1,000 years. I don't write a joke that good.
No.
It has everything. It has broken plates, nachos, yelling.
If you got Michael Douglas from Falling Down, but they made that movie a comedy, like it kind of is, if you look at it in the right light.
He wanted to get fired so bad. Like one of the managers was like, "Wes, can I talk to you?" He's like, "About what? Your bald fucking head?" And I quote. And then he went and like people were still in the pool area, but we just called last call. He runs in there, hits a one hitter, blows it out, jumps on top of a pool table, and he's holding a balloon that he pulled out of someone's birthday, and he's just humping it, like dancing around. And people were just like, "Who's this guy? This guy's the best."
Yeah.
This guy's heart is dead. That's why
you make it so they're afraid to fire you. That's a very delicate place to be. But if you can get where they're afraid to see what would happen if they did fire you, what a sweet spot.
Yeah, now you can do whatever. I also hear that story, Matt, and I keep thinking you're going to be like, and now he's the head executive of Sony. I want that guy's life to have gone well.
That guy OD'd.
Oh man,
that guy OD'd.
That guy was just like drinking Fabuloso under a bridge somewhere.
Networked his ass off and just got there and was like, nothing's worth this, and just jumped.
Braunger, stop me if I told the story, but like we used to go to like the Denny's in our hometown, which looking back, thinking of anybody willing to have worked midnights at a suburban Denny's should have gotten firefighter pay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Or at least a guaranteed wage.
Yes.
Because you think about all the shitheads in a Denny's at 2 a.m. on a Friday night in the suburbs. And there was like a Romanian guy who'd clearly like just got here from Rome, like was clearly like from a war-torn land. So he was unbothered by whatever idiots could give him at a den and be the only one working. Nobody would last. So he'd be in there and he would just like hang out at people's tables. And his big thing was like, "Okay, ladies, I am not on the menu. Sorry." And they'd be like, "Ugh, gross."
That's a good bit though.
It's a great line.
That's a solid.
He'd listen to everybody's orders intently and then be like, "Okay, 9 Diet Mountain Dews." And we're like, no, nobody wanted that. Gross. And the boss, he'd be hanging out and the boss would be like, "What are you doing? There's a lot of tables." And he'd be like, "Fire me." Huh?
Wow.
The boss, because the guy's like, he is the only server in the restaurant right now.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Whatever he wanted. There's a freedom in that. I loved it.
Yes. The person with nothing to lose. That's just I thought you were gonna say he was so intense, you know, like what's Roy's bit about how you can't shit talk the Eastern European basketball players that come over and play in the NBA, where all the Americans are like, "Come on, man, what are you gonna do? Drive the lane?" And he was like, 4-6, and I'm gonna butcher the bit, but
yeah,
he's sitting there and he's sitting there. Who's like guarding him, and he's like, "For 6 years I ate rats. Shoot the rock, bitch." They've seen such hellish lives.
Yeah.
It's really funny that you said that. I was just talking to Sam Talent, and we were talking about who is the scariest white guys. And is it Eastern Europeans? Is that the scariest white dudes?
Are we going by individual or by race?
We were just talking. We just said who are the scariest white guys in the world. Like we didn't go that deep into it.
Bogans, man.
Australian
hillbillies.
Okay.
I don't know. I do, but Bogans also seem like it could be 50-50 and they'd be like, "All right," and then you just drink with them. There's still like
there's a joviality to them.
Right. Like I could hear like a Bogan radio DJ. I couldn't imagine an Eastern European radio DJ.
No.
But did you ever
they're always the bad guys now? I mean, to this point where now it's hack, where like your bad guys are.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and you can get away with like throwing, a country that might not exist in the next like they're probably filming a movie now, throwing Slovakians under the bus because that's either isn't a country anymore or won't be in another 8 months. So like by the time the next James Bond comes out, they'll be okay to make fun of whatever weird European Russian border countries. But like, have you ever hung out with like crazy Southerners or something where they're like, you could tell they're the type of people that are fun, but also have that switch on a dime thing. Like,
yeah.
Hey man, we're just fun and crazy. You're fun and crazy. I'm from. Wait, what the fuck did you just say? And all of a sudden, everything goes to shit.
Hey, you say it again, man.
Yeah. Hold on. What? Hold on. What?
What? Now what? Like that?
What?
Oh, no, I've crossed the line. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I've been in that.
Yeah, but that's always kind of your fault whenever that happens. Like, because then you have to like do the mental like check. Like, oh, this stranger that I met who had fireworks in his truck and drove me drunk to McDonald's also is violent, that's not that crazy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Have taken that ride.
Like there were breadcrumbs the whole way.
That's absolutely true.
But they disarmed you with their jovial attitude. It's like, that's where your Eastern Europeans are like, get in truck, I have firework. And you're like, nah, man, I don't.
Yeah,
like,
then
come
I'm
on,
like,
buddy, you look like a good time. Yeehaw, Yosemite Sam shit.
Yeah.
that is true. I'm not going to a second location with an Eastern European.
No, or a first.
Today's culture, should I be saying something? I don't know. I really don't know.
So is that what you guys figured it was Eastern Europeans were the scariest white dudes?
Well, Sam thinks it's hillbillies, but I said that's because he's kind of a hillbilly. I don't think that's like, I don't think it was well thought out.
Yeah.
I said Eastern Europeans. There's no light in those hearts. There's like no light behind those eyes. Is that racist? This might be racist. I don't know.
Well, look, I was there over the summer. I was in Slovenia. I was in. We drove through Bosnia, and
Herzegovina.
Where else did we go, babe?
No, because
where else did we go over the summer? Slovenia, Croatia, and that was like we had like a guide to show us. I mean, everything's it's like vacation land now, but like some of them you talk to, and it's like, oh, you're kind of scary.
Yeah, right. Like just like you said, I eat rats 6 months. Rock.
But
yeah,
I used to have a bit about like being in there, and I was calling it Eastern Europe, and these guys they came to my show, and I did it in Florida, and the guy's like, it's not Eastern Europe, and I'm like, what would you prefer? I say the Slavic countries. He's like, yes, please. And I was like, see, Americans, this is discourse. We didn't kill each other at all. Do you see how that works? You fucking
right.
And it was that fun. And he's like, yes, like, because
the guy stood up and just had a bandolier and an AK-47
right.
on.
like I defend you to the death, and he killed someone next to him to show his loyalty. Yeah,
man, that's what I miss about comedy. Outrageous public killings, man. Bring that back. Remember that when you were just ripping, somebody would just jump up and kill somebody, like in Cleveland. Oh well, Zoom is good too.
What happened in Cleveland? Was that a real reference, or is that just because that's where Dimebag Darrell got shot or something?
I just played along.
Is that where he got shot? No, that wasn't a real reference at all. I don't.
Was it Ohio? Did Dimebag took a dive?
I mean, a dude named Dimebag got shot in Ohio for sure, one way or another.
Yeah, it was a joke I used to make. It's like, man, I can't believe that guy that wanted us to call him Dimebag didn't live a long and fruitful life.
That's nuts. See, now I'm starting to see how you're crossing certain people's lines.
Pantera fans don't have a real sense of humor.
Okay, Jake Browne, Columbus, Ohio.
Columbus.
Yeah, that's believable. Anywhere in Ohio is believable for a metal guitarist to be shot. Like Ohio, Western Pennsylvania. It sounds like a likely area.
Oh yeah, they'll kill a guitarist in Allentown for sure.
Oh, Dimebag.
Oh, there he is.
Speaking of old job, I used to work at a music store, and his brand of guitars were so pointy and shit that if they were like just a half inch off in the case, like you get a new one and open up and expect it, and then you'd close the case. If it was just in there a half inch off, you just hear all the fabric tear inside. Everything's it's all so jagged. You just hear like crunch. I'm like, God damn it. Now I got to order another Dimebag Darrell case.
Did they have a name for his guitar? Like, was it just the Dimebag, or like, what was it, like Dimebag presents Tasty Nug? Like, what was the name?
They were Dean guitars, I think, or the ESPs. I don't remember. They were just Dimebag's line of guitars, and they were all just real
angular.
Real like, hey man, let's let the notes speak for themselves, Dime. Well, you know.
I mean, everybody
take an eye out with these things.
Make a weapon out of them.
Everybody said this about me, but I prefer rounded instruments. I really do. I really fucking
listen. I'm going to be active on stage. I'm going to be moving around, be swinging around.
Yeah, I'm not trying to hurt anybody.
Jake's fiance is from Allentown. Did she ever shoot a guitar player? Did she ever take a few shots at Scott Ian from Anthrax? Take a few, throw some lead over at Kerry King at all at any point?
Kyle, I gotta show the thing.
Oh, Braunger's got a thing he wants to show.
David, did you hear any of the setup with the painting that Sam J commissioned for my wife?
No. I was just in a green room. It didn't say anything.
Okay.
Congratulations on your baby, by the way.
Thanks, brother. So Sam J.
It felt weird the way I said it, but I mean, it's like cool that you hey, congratulations, both of you. Where's the kid? She's just like hanging out.
We sold her.
Yeah. As I told you, man,
Eastern Europe.
Healthy white baby, man. Get a good.
She's worth a lot.
Come on.
I know. I was telling you last week.
That's like a big.
That's like a nest egg.
Yeah.
So okay, this thing came on her porch.
Worst comes to worst.
Yeah.
And it's now we just put it on the wall. It's one of the greatest things I've ever seen in my life. Sam J and her girlfriend Yaya had it. They hired this artist to paint it.
Oh man, I'm really excited.
Let's see.
Is that a cover of Vibe with you and your wife and your baby? Oh my God!
It's the Death Row
Are you serious?
Live from Baby Row.
I mean,
it's our baby Suge Knight.
Man,
look, there's a diamond in her ear, just like Suge Knight's.
That's insane.
You guys,
also, Sam would get you a present that no one ever could beat.
No.
What a bitch! I said it.
It's huge.
That's so good.
You guys look hard as fuck in that too.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, we're
You guys do look hard as fuck.
Welcome to Baby Row, bitch.
That baby's gonna curse.
Yeah, this baby.
Oh yeah, first words. First.
But yeah,
words.
Jake found exactly the cover that was the inspiration.
Oh man, that is a fucking amazing. Wow.
The choice to make the baby Suge Knight was absolutely perfect. Like
Yeah.
It was. I mean, knowing everyone's personalities, it was really the only choice.
Yeah, Kara definitely is Tupac and I'm Snoop.
Yeah.
For
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. So the baby had to be Suge.
Yeah, it only makes sense.
Yeah, that's natural.
Even at her age now, she could probably hold Vanilla Ice over a balcony.
I believe that. I 100% believe that.
Yep.
That'd be the best to just see that.
That's the next painting. Yeah, just shaking out all his jet ski winnings or whatever he does now. That's what he does now. He's like a professional jet skier.
He do? Doesn't he have like a home and garden show or something?
No, he flips houses or something, right? Doesn't he?
That's the opposite of what Kyle said.
Well, no, I think recreationally he's like a motocross and a jet ski racer, and then he flips houses for a living. He just happens to have a show instead of doing. I think I think he is actually doing the work. I think they found him flipping houses, and they're like, "Can we film it?" And he's like, "If it's what is it, day rate? I'll take it. I'll take another
I get it, man. I get it.
He's the most Florida he can be.
The house flipping finances the jet skiing.
Yeah, man, jet skis aren't cheap. Especially
they are kind of cheap. They're kind of cheap. I bet you could get a sick jet ski for $1,200.
All right, man. That's that Comedy Central money talking. What I tell you when you got that job, don't piss it away. Don't bring drugs. I told you, don't bring drugs to the airport if you're bringing the mobile kit, because all that shit looks like a bomb, and they will go through all your stuff. And don't spend the money right away because it's stupid. Right away, you're like, this for the amount of work, this is going to be forever. It won't be. Don't buy jet skis. You live in North Hollywood. You're landlocked, David. I'm trying to preserve you.
If behind him, we just saw like 2 jet skis.
In the house. Just like in the house.
Apartment.
No trailer. Man, I had to drag these in through the side door.
You guys can't see. I just use it as another chair.
They're so straight up.
It's just for seating.
In front of it. It's a simulator. I got it set up as a simulator right now. Wait, Jake, go back to that inflatable boat dock. How much is that?
You can buy
that. We could do that. We could.
Okay.
I think that you could get a jet ski for 2 stimulus checks. I think you could
someone has. I'm sure someone has.
Yeah, I mean, how's that not the first thing?
But people that are doing that know how to repair and maintain a jet ski.
That's true.
I don't want to speak for either of you guys. I'm not a water person. I want it to be ready to ride. I'm not trying to sit here and do maintenance on a jet ski.
Oh, that is true. Because I don't know if you guys, I hate to be that guy who talks about his bits, but I'm going to talk about a bit. I have a bit that I used to do where I was like, oh, well, the white people, being white to me is like using parts from your old jet ski to fix your new jet ski. And I did see white people do that once at Lake McConaughey, Nebraska.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
no,
like
the used market's great if you already know how to do the repairs yourself.
Yeah, I am not that white person. I've never been on a jet ski.
No, you're new jet ski money. You never.
I don't know. I'm not whiting it right.
See, now we see why the baby Suge Knight. You know what I mean?
That's why.
I mean, yeah, we don't do that. Like, we're like, no scuba diving or jet ski.
No.
Jet ski isn't crazy. Rihanna rides jet
what are you
skis.
talking about? It's the most fun. You don't have to go to. You don't have to go to like newly refurbished third world countries for fun. You can just go rent a jet ski at a lake.
I would do it. I just never have. I would just.
That's not.
You should tell them about.
I'm trying to bring back.
Wait, do you know that we had to Western Union money to the Philippines because Braunger spun out a moped?
I laid it down. I laid down a moped in a gravel pit. I mean, a gravel parking lot.
We didn't have enough money to pay for it because we didn't realize like how much money we were spending, and the banks didn't work because in the Philippines they're like, well,
they're like the ATM might work.
The ATM might work. And we were like, we have like $80 fucking.
And I just kept trying to use it, and the dude with a machine gun to guard it, just staring at me, and I'm like, it's not taking.
And Braunger like
pin works. I know.
Grabbed the gas instead of the brake and just.
I just laid it down.
So I had to email his business manager, and I was like, "Hey, can you like Western Union $1,000 to like?"
It was like $300.
That's a lot still.
Yeah, that's too much for a scooter.
I had to give personal.
Yeah.
It would look like one of those, like, help me, I'm stuck in a hotel room. Send.
I am
like,
a prince.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
My buddy did the same
a really
thing.
Good time, man.
So, give me a jet ski and I'll run it into a rock that you didn't know was there.
Yeah, that's.
My buddy did that.
Amazing.
We were renting scooters in Key West when we were like 18, and as the guys tell him, like, now what you don't want to do is you don't want to just wrench down on the throttle, and that's immediately what my buddy did.
Yeah,
as the guy renting us the scooter, like, now you just don't want. He goes and goes through a four-way intersection into the sidewalk on the other side and crashes. And the guy's like, "So let's get you set up with some insurance." We're like, "Yeah, we're gonna get the insurance."
Man, I just want to bring back jet skis for the coastal elites. It's for everybody, dude.
It truly is.
Yeah.
It's for lake trash, for sure.
Yeah, and if there's one thing I am, it's water trash.
Are you lake trash, David?
No, I think I'm just general land trash. I like four-wheelers better than jet skis. Is that what you're asking me?
I guess, yeah, that is a good definition.
What's
because lake trash is its own thing.
Kyle, what's the giant outdoor concert space? Is it Alpine? No.
Where by Chicago?
Yes.
There's World Music Theater, which is called something else. There's Alpine. There's Ravinia.
Alpine. So I went with friends to see a band in Alpine, and like all weekend we used somebody's like lake cabin, and so we took like a pontoon boat out, and I just
party barge.
I discovered floating bars that they have in Lake Michigan.
Yeah,
you want to talk about a white person thing, because like the reddest, most sunburned, drunkest people in the sun I've ever seen in my life. Boats banging off each other, and then a boat turning around to go fight the other guy because his boat took the other guy's like. Yeah, man.
It sounds like you're talking about Waterworld.
Lake trash.
Yeah.
Waterworld is just lake trash.
For sure.
This dude smoking cigarettes on jet skis. Wasn't that movie?
Oh yeah, the smokers. They were the best.
That is the chain of lakes. Yeah, that is just the Fox River chain of lakes. Yeah.
Shout out to all the lake trash listeners. I don't know what your fan base is like for this.
No, neither do we.
Oh shit. Also, David, what is? Let's talk about Liberty Hill. I just discovered what that was.
Oh well, it's kind of a touchstone for a lot of other things a lot of other LA charities. It's sort of like an aggregate. Like you just go there and then you find a lot of other shit. So it's not like one specific thing. They kind of big up a lot of other people.
But it's all social justice, yeah.
Yeah. And it's not like what are people on here not doing that? That would be great.
Trying to raise money for the Proud Boys. I don't know if you realize that.
It's
our big thing right now.
It's like a travel hockey team. It's just like the kids can't quite afford new bags.
It's just to get Braunger a jet ski. That's a whole raise.
Yeah, that's really.
Which Jake just said he rented you one in Venice Beach in the chat. So
that's cool.
What a kind. And we got more donations. Dustin Charles, $20. Kenny K, $20. P Force, $20. Javisi, $10. Getting money on this thing.
Nice, man.
Getting dough.
But this basically gets like this, for example, this would get like a lawyer for someone who can't, he or she can't defend themselves, that sort of thing. They're arrested in a protest or stuff like that.
No, I mean, it's particularly, I started with the Sons and Fathers or through them, and it's just like a group that helps young Black and brown boys kind of find their way and grow into good men. But they have like a lot of other things under the umbrella.
Okay, right.
If you are a Black and brown boy specifically, if you grew up without a father, it's kind of like easy to get lost out here, man.
Copy that.
Not for me, I did great, but others.
You're thriving.
Yeah, you killed the game for sure.
I'm thriving. Yeah, man. I'm talking about buying jet skis. David's gonna be all right.
I feel like you got to get jet skis in a pair, because if you just have one, then you'll be like, hey, does anybody want to go jet skiing this weekend? You just got to share your jet ski. You're like, just get two. Just have two.
Yeah, who's going to say no?
And I'm not like a good enough friend that like, if we both go to the jet ski lake with my one jet ski, I'm going to be doing a lot of the riding, I think. Like, we need another one. You know what I mean? I'm going to go to the lake and watch you ride my jet ski? Fuck out of here.
I did that with my friend and his older brother had a jet ski. Like, oh, we're going to ride the jet ski. We just sat on the beach and watched his older brother ride a jet ski around. Like, this day sucks.
Yeah, it's like when you're a kid and someone's playing, like your friend playing Super Mario, they won't let you play. And you're like,
yeah. I mean, that's the problem with wealth. As soon as you get enough for one jet ski, you need two jet skis. Like,
I love it. Who's not letting you play Super Mario? It's got two controllers and somebody's just like,
yeah. My buddy
somebody's shutting you down. They got an empty the empty second controller they're not letting you use.
I had to wrest it away from him. Yeah.
That's awful. That feels like he really hated you for some reason.
I think it was more his addiction, because at that time for children, Super Mario was just,
crack.
It was like crack. It really, yeah. It ravaged the neighborhood. Akin to
I play video games now. I like them, but I play by myself. But when we were playing like college years and everybody's into them, I remember being so bad that my friends like, I want to play, and I'd play and they'd be like, you're wasting all of our time. And I'd be like, all right. And I just give them the controller back and sit there and get stoned and watch them play and shit talk each other, because that's how bad it was at them.
Pretend like you like watching them play video games.
Yeah. Well, that's why stand-up was appealing, because I'm like, well, at least if I failed, I'm not dragging somebody else down with me, other than the whole crowd 5 minutes at a time.
Yeah.
But it's like
they knew what they paid for it.
Yeah. You paid nothing because it's an open mic. So guess
you came to an open mic. You're lucky I'm not smearing shit on the walls.
Which I think a guy did at one of them. I think.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
God bless those performance artists that needed a stage.
Without a doubt.
Shout out to Myron the Moron. He peed on stage and he never came back.
Oh, really? Oh, you had one of those guys?
Yeah, his name was Myron the Moron. He came and he kept doing a bunch of weird shit. We were like, oh, this is cool. He'd like strip down naked, but then he'd be in like an underwear made of doll's heads, or he'd do all kinds of weird shit. And then one night he just like rolled out a tarp and peed, and the bartender was like, all right, you can't come back, bro.
Yeah.
I hate to put the brakes on art, but
the bridge too far.
Yeah. You know, what are you gonna do? I'll hold the torch for him.
Well, we had that, Kyle.
Boris pissing on stages now?
Yeah, you're gonna hear about it.
Well, now you're famous, so it's cool. Like, you're gonna make that thing, the new good closer.
Yeah, I just piss on it.
Kyle, we had that guy at the Lion's Den, Asian guy who used to just eat VHS tapes. Remember that?
He would break VHS tapes over his head and eat cigarettes and snort lines of salt and just.
That's pretty good.
I mean, you do one of those things and then the rest of it isn't a surprise anymore.
Yeah, it was like, oh God, where do you go from here, man?
You know, it's like Jackass is funny as a concept because there's all these different creative ideas of how they're fucking themselves up. But Steve-O just hurts himself, and it's not necessarily creative, and that's why it's like uncomfortable to watch him do it.
Yeah.
Because you're just stapling stuff to your balls, and you've been doing it for 20 years.
Yeah,
So
you're
now
like
I gotta
40.
think. Yeah, I gotta think of a man who for 20 years has been stapling his balls to his leg, going, I should really try to think of something else. Like,
Yeah.
to fall into a gimmick that's self-harm like that seems like a rough
I mean,
go.
he just did, right? Didn't he tape himself to a billboard?
Oh, that's right.
For animal rights or something.
I thought it was for his special.
For a special.
Oh,
You know, so that's expanding on the art form, I think.
I guess it's something. But then in the special, does he staple his balls to his leg?
Probably.
No, I think his closer, I've opened for him. His closer is like a weird table trick clown thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a bummer. It's a fucking bummer. It's like not cool. He's like, look at me.
It's that weird mix of like, you know why you're at a comedy club because you're a comedian, you practice being a comedian. But then comedy clubs, I understand they got to sell drinks and they got to sell tickets to be able to pay their staff and give them a good weekend. And unfortunately, their good weekend is like a reality TV star or some other bullshit coming through. So I know people want to yell about comedy clubs. Like, how could you book these fucking losers at your club just to sell tickets? It's like, well, maybe because everybody's precious comedy favorite that only sold 15 tickets all of last weekend.
Right.
They're also helping them. So now we have to have one of the Real Housewives or something. You got to get
asses in seats. So they have Jeremy Piven, and he does like 15 minutes, and then he has 3 local comics.
Hey, dude, don't be a dick though. Piven's a good. Piven's got bits, bro. Piven's got bits. Don't be that.
He's got one or two.
Does he?
I went up to him.
Of course he doesn't have bits.
And I was
He's
like,
fucking on Entourage.
He had one bit that I actually enjoyed, but when
really?
Yeah, he was like people are like, why are you single? He's like, well, and I tell him I'm married to my work, but now she's seeing other people, and I was like, oh, that's a funny joke. And so
he didn't write that. D'Elia wrote that.
Oh yeah, D'Elia, or I forget who else. I think Eddie.
Some cool young comic wrote that.
I went up to him and I was like, hey man, that bit about your work scene of the people, that was cool. And he looked at me like he was holding court, and I went, all right. And I just walked away. I was like, oh, you're gonna do that? You're gonna fucking hi-hat me? So
damn. Yeah, man. Don't let Piven dunk on you, man.
Let me see that new hair, Jeremy. Jeremy, let me check out that new hair, dog.
Yeah, you gotta call him Jeremy. That's how you get him.
Yeah, Jeremy. Let me see that new hair, dude. Is that Hungarian job? That's a good job up there. It's a good job up top.
Does he have a fake? Is it fake?
Everybody's hair is fake.
I'm sure.
Man, I heard that recently.
It's got to be.
If it's done well, good job. But I'm fascinated.
It looks decent.
Look at this.
Look at that.
Man.
Okay.
No, but he's got that little kid push forward thing. He's got that like searching for Bobby Fischer haircut.
Am I crazy to think he's hotter without hair?
No.
Yeah.
He looks more animal. You're right.
Yeah, he looks like a super
wild, like a little bit of a mugshot, kind of wild.
Yeah.
Lose. Like the guy we talked about before.
Yeah.
That guy's going to get fired from his bartender job, and he wants to. That's what's happening.
I'm gonna double back on Piven. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna be a shitty actor with no training. So how about that?
Do it.
I've done it.
Wait a minute. Couple times. In Hollywood? Are you crazy? Nothing makes me laugh more than when I hear somebody that like is reluctantly in LA and they're like, well, I'm here because I don't really like it, but I'm here because of work. Like, did someone tell you we were running out of entertainers? Right? Did somebody tell you that LA was running low on comedians and actors? Because we're not. So you don't have to be here at all for work.
Yeah, here's the thing.
I've been here 17 years. I can shit on LA if I want. I've been here long enough.
Fuck yeah, you can.
But people
I've been here 5 and it's fine.
Yeah. Hold on.
They got tacos. That's cool, man. I guess.
Shit, yeah.
They got snacks and legal weed. We're doing okay.
okay.
Yeah, how bad could it be?
Well,
I haven't
pretty
lived
bad.
somewhere.
It's on fire.
Yeah, okay, yeah, the fires and whatnot, and the racism, and it gets really hot sometimes, but also in and out.
In and out. Holy shit.
Ooh,
You know what I mean?
I hurt myself with In-N-Out Burger
Oh,
when I first moved here.
Yeah, you really can't you really can't just be doing that. You know what I mean?
I did
it.
I did it.
It can't. Oh, my sister's coming to town. Let's go to In-N-Out. Not
anytime somebody comes, you're like, oh, we guess we have to, but Jesus. Okay, last owner, Ray, Annie Harrington, $10, $210.
Hell yeah, Annie. Hell yeah, that's great.
Good job. Anything to plug, David, while you're here?
I really like the Denver Nuggets. I think it's a great team. If you're into underdog stories, do that. Otherwise, just be good to each other or whatever. Watch Sam J's special, but I assume she was on here. Buy Sam Tallent's books. I'm just trying to say that I have talented friends. Buy Sam's book.
You do indeed. Both those things, highly recommend. And they both been on.
Yeah. I was just talking to Sam like 30 minutes ago.
I gotta record for his audiobook. I gotta read.
Okay, I was gonna ask you. I'm glad you said something. I did it too. How long did it take you? Because I feel like a fucking idiot. It took 3 hours, dude. I'm sorry.
I'm still fucking hating on your guys' voice.
I've been doing my bullshit where I read Dracula, and every chapter takes a half hour to 45 minutes. And also, Bram Stoker's Dracula, that book fucking sucks, by the way. Everything, it's not even about being long. It's about, it sucks. The writing sucks. It's all written in a journal standpoint. They're always, and then it's like chapters of just, and I hate to genderize, but like when it's the women's chapters, it's just nonsense, just bickering, old-timey women chattering, but for fucking 45 minutes, and then I will at once be down biscuits, and then I'm like, fucking, it's called Dracula.
Did you pick
Dracula?
It's Dracula? Like,
wait, are you reading it for work, right? You're not reading it for fun.
No, I was reading it online and putting a chapter up every week. And now I've been doing this shit since pre-quarantine. I started this shit in January. I'm still not done with it. That book is a fucking drag. It's horrible writing. It's 3 pages of writing for what could have been relayed in one well-written paragraph.
I absolutely agree. You should have read Frankenstein.
I should have. I didn't know. I was going just anything in the public domain. I was like, Dracula, that everybody likes a Dracula story. It's not.
Yeah, we've all heard of that.
Ugh.
It's the
anyway. You're not an idiot. It takes a long time to read shit out loud.
Thank you, because I read it, and then I specifically told Sam, I was like, how long did everybody's take? How long did Kyle's take? Because I want to know that other people took hours to do it.
How about, hey, Sam, you're calling in all your favors. It'll take as long as we want it to take.
Yeah, I mean, it did take me months. It's been months.
He had to hit me up the other day. I'm like, hey, man, you want to get this in? I'm like, sorry. So
yeah. I got the same email. Yeah, I'm going to do it tomorrow.
Okay, good. I don't feel so bad.
Yeah.
Braunger, don't worry about it.
Okay, cool. I feel fine.
You're off the hook.
You're out. We gotta 3 hours of work.
This is
it.
Shit. Thanks for coming on, David. Everybody.
Yeah, it was nice talking to you guys.
Good talking to you, man. It's good to see you.
I'm glad you're well.
Glad you guys
made some money for the thing.
I'm gonna do it, and I'm if it's not jet skis, it's gonna be some type of exotic pastries or something. So it's going somewhere.
Got to be jet skis.
You can get a fancy scooter. You can get a fancy scooter.
Yeah, I'm just gonna buy a Lime scooter. Why buy the milk? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Why buy the milk?
There you go.
Anyways.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us, everybody. Thanks, David.
Bye, guys.
All right.
See y'all.